Hello, hello. I feel like I should change the title actually again. Alrighty. Hi, Auntie. I have the house to myself tonight. And I figured it's supposed to be a pretty spooky game. I've read a little bit on it. Nothing like too obviously plot related. I want to go into it blind. Just posting like around here a little bit. If I have to experience it on the screen, I'll be glad you're not in my house. Be glad you're not trying to play this on a 83-inch TV. Say, please let me scroll faster. If I scroll with the right analog stick, that's how fast it goes. If I scroll with the left one, it goes faster. Subtitle visibility, names. I suppose that looks all good to me. Quality of performance. Change between graphics mode for prioritizing better performance, better quality. Kind of a sucker for graphics, so. See how this is, and then maybe I'll switch it. I don't tend to mess with HDR settings. More paranoid that I let on. Holy moly, that's some big notice. Great. So, like, I was already interested in this game kind of when I saw early footage of it and whatnot when I saw it for the first time. There's one review that said it's kind of like a mix of Dead Space and Metro, which two of my favorite, like, atmospheric video games right there. Let's just jump in. I have no idea what to expect. So don't expect much yelling from me. I'm not that kind of person. Death is a learning experience. Knowing what lies ahead will allow you to be fully prepared next time.
Listen to the will of those who will not speak. And if the tools are not willing, they will be.
It's time to awaken. Commencing standard cognitive abilities trial. Focus your attention. What do you see?
Oh, I get to choose. Giant sleeping. Animals fighting. God, it's like one of those brain. I mean, I guess I could. Man. Tell me, do you see either of these in here, Auntie? I wanted to know if you see one more than the other. Giant sleeping or animals fighting? I look at this. I'm trying to like, if it's giant, the head would be down in the middle, right? And that says a tail. And if it's animals fighting, like would it be like two? I see weird birds. I'm gonna go with animals fighting.
Fighting.
Again.
Rocks Island ship sinking. Ship sinking.
Sinking.
Again.
Fire spreading. River rushing. It looks like an explosion, so.
Spreading.
Phase 2. Focus your attention. What is your purpose?
To pave the path.
The family maintains the well-being of its members and of society.
Mother.
A mother is the female parent of a child. Mother.
Child.
Phase 3. Time pressure. Focus your attention. Act solely on your instincts. Everyone's already in place. People.
Solitude.
Conflict will always be found in society. Conflict.
Conflict.
Eternity means the infinite time that never ends. Eternity.
I don't know what to make of this.
Eternity.
Dark.
So much so oh man, I have a hard decision to make here.
Dark.
Trial completed.
I don't know, did this shop at some Nintendo track?
Traveler. Your task is to find your predecessor, Entity 3500. Secure the anchor. Let our work continue. The collective grants you freedom with this relic. It is a ship like EPH 611. May it serve you all free.
Such is our calling.
Such is our calling. Please step out of the sarcophagus to begin your task.
Man, that door sure takes its time.
Please.
You just look around, hold on.
Does not work.
Like, please begin your mission, and you have to stand there for like 5 minutes waiting for a door to open.
Traveler ND3576 initiating the travel log. Triangulating the fallen predecessor's last known location. Commencing search.
Trust me, game, I am walking. I have played video games before. This is like one of the slowest runs I've seen in a video game. Missing person. Do not leave your homes without a pressing need. Watch yourselves and your neighbors closely. Report any alarming symptoms to the appropriate authorities. Report any alarming neighbors' behavior to the appropriate authorities. Strictly comply with all recommended precautionary measures. Stay calm, stay safe, stay strong. It'll be all over soon.
Traveler's structures found. Proceeding inside.
Write writings and signs in the environment around you to display their translation. You will know them by their eyes. It's melee attacks. Is it melee to attack enemies or destroy? We found energy. I am starting to hear noises. Not the good kind of noises. Record player? Don't open. Well, I have to open it. XSX. School is closed. Hope it's forever. This is Renske? Tell this to write every day. But what we do at home and how we feel. She didn't say How many words though? So here it goes. I feel better without math class. Going sledding with Carol and Marcel. Freedom. Wait a second, was there? Mom said we can't go out today. Something's going on. Too bad. Carol said he would show me a new cool spot. Guess tomorrow then. Dad brought home oranges. He said Uncle Stefan gave them to him. So strange. Angie. Guys will be jealous. Oh yeah, it's the bathroom. This whole staying at home stuff is so lame. Mom says it's getting serious because they don't even let Dad go to work anymore. Saw some men doing some weird stuff on our playground too. All ruined now. Lots of trucks in it. And sandbags. Or Dad is sick and Mom sucks at chess. No Christmas until Dad gets better. I heard explosions at night. There's some people lying outside in the Mom said they were playing with fireworks. Do you know how old I am? I've seen Carol among them. Which way to go? Just let me shoot it. Okay. Okay, I do not have unlimited. Probably the key we're gonna need. That's, looks like a person there. So sorry for Mom. When we meet in the hallway, she smiles cheerfully, but her eyes are all red. She told me to stay out of Dad's room because I can get sick just like him. It stinks in here. Mom's gone. She had never left home for such a long time before. I'm getting scared. Mom said not to go into his room, but Dad is in so much pain. He's calling my name over and over. But she still hasn't come back. I must help him somehow. I hate that the door's shut on their own. It kind of scares me. Don't call the bounds of everyday use. Suitable for fabricating many useful resources. There's some crushed blacks going on right there. I don't know if it's how well it shows up in stream, but it looks like crushed black. I don't know, it doesn't look entirely right to me. I don't want to mess with... it would be something in the HDR settings. Which I've never really messed with these, so... I usually haven't tried to mess with these a whole lot in any game. Make sure not to lose detail in the shadow and be careful not to overbrighten the image. We'll continue on for now. Is that a goddamn kitten? Or cat? Need a code we do not have yet.
Location dock.
Ah, here's our
Saving collected data.
meetings of save. Let's do that again.
Passage to Sector D-31 established. The perimeter seems safe. The port in this safe house is now active, using the fuses from another device upstairs. There was an emitter relic left in the base. By the will of the collective, I claimed it to aid the vocation. To my successors, if you need any more resources, you can use the surplus. The code is 367. Moving out to C-31. Such is our calling.
Found a travel log. It was left here by the predecessor. He went off to C-31, proceeding with the search.
Decided to just put that down for my own memory's sake. In danger of an epidemic. Listens to expert. Although many citizens experience similar symptoms, this phenomenon does not have the hallmarks of a situation that is outside the norm. Assures Dr. Robert Taikana from the Department of Health Science. All those absurd lies about people going blind en masse creates panic. Listen, if you still fear a hypothetical epidemic, the best way to protect yourself and others is to not let it happen. If you experience any of the symptoms, stay home.
A generator. It is lacking 2 fuses.
Well, the textures are a little blurry at times. little too muddy. Can you jump? Yes, you can jump. I'm proud of you. Oh, I didn't realize that was gonna put me down. Okay, that took like all my ammo.
Encountered. It's down. Shell not compromised.
I knew it was coming at some point. I was tense. I have like jackal to make more ammo, so that's cool. Kitty. Never found any more notes from the kid, so either I missed them or I'm gonna take a guess that it did not end well for the kid. Did you know that products still may be good after their expiration date? A single tea bag can be used up to 6 times. The flour and water alone can be used to prepare dozens of nutritious meals. But being healthy doesn't require meat in your diet. Don't think me, think we together will prevail. Mayor of New Dawn. Comrade Zenon Kimid. I'm gonna butcher so many names. Containing a fluid that prevents the temporal shell from perforation. Stores a small amount of integrity. that. Oh, that's really good. Valuable electronic item from the past. Although inactive today, it can be exchanged for energy in the workstation. Valuables occupy inventory space. Another boy, Marcel Marzak, 8 years old. Navy blue bottom down coat, black tie, knee-high socks, and worn out black leather shoes. Shows no symptoms. Radio for a search. Definitely said. Sir. Okay, there wasn't more to that. That's one of the kids that was mentioned earlier.
I encountered malformed biomass. Caution advised.
I will always take more handgun ammo.
To those who were sent here after me, if you have been tasked with finding a target that is located in A0 or any sector in the vicinity of the Unity Hospital, you will fall. I am cutting off the path. The chances of traversing it are close to zero. Resources are scarce. Evaluate whether you can be of use to the vocation in other ways. Such is our calling.
You know, I have to say I have very mixed feelings on the voice acting of this game. It's I feel like I might have to say it's subpar. Maybe like I don't know, maybe that was the direction. It's just there's something that feels too stilted about it, a little too awkward, I guess. Ooh. Thank you. Alright, is the game telling me that this is a dead end? Do not walk off the edge, so. Oh, I see, there's a fucking hole there. So I think I'll say it now. Something I did read that I saw opinion of maybe 2 or 3 times was that this game might lean a little too hard on the action aspect of it. His last proclamation, General whatever. I'm not even gonna try that one. Reassured our nation that the crisis affecting most Polish cities has been brought under control. The Ministry of Defense has successfully completed a stabilization operation spanning the entire country, and thanks to their swift response, the spread of the foreign virus has been halted. General Blah urged the residents of 14 cities to stay strong and abide by the restrictions. Further announced plans to set up a specialized commission to trace the origin of this ubiquitous foreign disease. It's like my favorite thing. It's like when there's like a word or a name that I have no idea how to say, just go blah, 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 blah. So far the game's been really slow, which I don't mind at all. I am totally fine just taking in the atmosphere. I can make a shortcut for myself. Like, as someone who has played both, well, there's 3 Metro games now, but particularly with the first 2 Metro games, I like the first one more because even like the second one definitely has, I guess, more action-packed moments and more like a deeper story and stuff, I guess you could say. But I like the first one just because it's weird as it might sound, it's because it's slower and there's a lot more just walking and like taking in the atmosphere. I like it more in the second game, which tends to have more action-packed moments and stuff. And like has more, I think it has more moments on the surface, I want to say, which because like in both the first 2 Metro games, a lot of it's underground, right? The first game, like a lot of it's just walking in these tunnels, and the atmosphere gives off just
The oracles
wondrous.
grow even stronger as they merge. Efficiency discipline is recommended. It is highly recommended to proceed with caution. Such is our calling.
Real crap. How much do you want to bet it's gonna walk through that doorway? Nope. All right. Yeah, exploring ruins is cool. I would agree. I have to do this to me, game. You son of a... Oh, hitting the wrong button. Oh, that's my first death. This game is pretty stiff. Which I don't mind for this kind of game. Do I have the means to craft more ammo? I do. Son of a... I did read that this game is pretty punishing. Don't have any kill specs. Try this again. Wait a second. It's assimilating this, which makes it stronger, and I don't know if I have... There's a way to destroy that? Okay, you cannot just hold it. Good to know. That was... Well, I mean, maybe you don't get much of a chance because of how low my health was. Signals, the red and computer. Yeah. Mostly just curious if like okay. It is still just one ammo. Alright. Wait. What did I see that was translated there? Oh, probably that. Workers of the New Dawn unite for a better future. Unfortunately, does not seem like I can get rid of that. I feel a little frustrated because it doesn't feel like there's a weak point. I try to go for the head more. Granted, it's one of the things that's hard to do on a controller.
Observation. When they merge, they become stronger.
Yes.
Must not allow this to happen.
I'm just gonna constantly be running low on ammo, I get the feeling. Cat, how are you alive?
Cat. For me.
Cat is a miracle. See, this is just evidence that cats are gonna outlive us all.
Access denied. No licenses detected.
Terminal found. Marking its location for later.
What the heck? I'm trying to play the prequel to Stray. That would be something, alright. I did pick up some health, okay, cool. Cores can be used to unlock special upgrades for the traveler's equipment in the workstation. Cores occupy inventory space. Have we found... Oh, that might be one right there. What is this? Upgrades. Suit integrities. Oh, we're definitely going suit integrity. I love my health. I don't want to get two-shotted over and over again. How do I switch to... There we go. I have almost 2,000 energy. Firepower is ridiculous to upgrade. Oh, this is a stash, okay. This might be some of the extra stuff I got for pre-order. I considered buying one of the higher versions. I gave like some extra shotgun ammo and stuff, but I don't want to waste the money on something like that. There was a time where I was always buying like whatever the usually the highest whatever the the highest edition of a game was. But glad to say I'm kind of out of that phase of just like being like, oh man, I want the best version of everything. Database. And you can compact them. Oh, there's a thing on cats. Oroka? The fact that there's actually a database of the cats. Great. Alright, I'm just gonna grab a drink real quick. Also, Auntie, I was kind of surprised that you were even still up. I thought for sure you were gonna be already in bed. Okay, get you. In the Discord, my DMs, I did see that. Thank you. Let me read that. I do greatly appreciate that. And yeah, this is definitely something I would use the Protogen for. It is like a very interesting setting because we're seeing all this stuff that's like there's clearly some very high advanced technology in this game based on the suit and like how this weapon literally like can dematerialize, right? Whatever you want to call it. But then you see stuff like this right here. Like it looks like it's a really old phone booth kind of thing. And based on like the really unique design of it, looks like something that would be like out of the 60s. 60s or 70s maybe. So it's very intriguing on like, when did this infection virus, whatever you want to call it, occur? And what year is it now that we are going back to all this?
Like most
Right.
solid organic compounds, such as wood or biological tissue, orphan bodies are susceptible to rapid oxidation. My observations also suggest that incineration is a proficient way to remove organic accumulations, which I named biomass. The torch is the most efficient tool to ultimately destroy tissue before it has time to regenerate. Such is our calling.
All near a biomass. Okay then. I was pressing the button. I don't know if it needed to stand in a better spot or what. Place used to lock doors, sealed travelers, found inside. So, do you just have like unlimited amount? You already have this item. It's a smart dispenser. It will only give one away at a time. And it knows if you already have one. Bogdan. I know he's an intellectual, but sweeping the platform is something anyone can do. Even a goddamn Marxist economist. Hereby, hire my fucking nephew before he chews the plaster off the walls. Yours truly. That's all I got. I agree, hire that man. This literally is RE1 corpses, wow. does not count. Just gonna grab another one because I might as well have one on me. Let's go to the door and hope we don't get any funny surprises. Virus never sleeps by forming groups who are helping to spread the disease.
Can the citizen confirm that her name is Veronica Kaminsky, born 1948?
Dr. Veronika Kaminsky. What is this? Why am I here? Am I being arrested?
Doctor, you are here because the situation at the steelworks has changed. We have come into possession of a certain asset.
Asset?
So you're saying like when there's just corpses on the ground, like having like needing to actually do something with them and not just leaving them alone. Like one thing with Halo, which I'm pretty sure you watched Halo 1 and 2, because I know I've done playthroughs for those, for my channel. In Halo 2 and 3, when the Flood are back, they can infect like dead bodies, and if you want to save yourself some trouble, and I mean the infection forms in particular, you can cut up those dead bodies with like energy swords or melee weapons to make it so the infection forms can't bring them back to life. Granted, I think you can only do that to like a body that's already been infected. Like it has to be a dead Flood body, not like a dead Elite or Grunt, because the game does not allow like cutting up their bodies. Perhaps that would have been a bit too gory for Halo, I'm not. Oh look, finally we get the paint. That's crazy. How is it still standing up? Please explain. I expect answers, damn you. I wish this tank was still operational. Blow them up. There is something kind of funny about getting the title drops because it's like, yeah, gee, I wonder what I was playing. I did not buy this game that says Cronos the New Dawn on it. To think that I wasn't playing that game. You know? Right, like just imagine you go buy a game, and I know like physical, like not as many people go buy physical copies nowadays, but just imagine you go to buy your physical copy of Call of Duty or something, and then it says, you're looking at the case, okay, I got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 here. And then the game boots up, and like after the first mission, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, she's like, oh gee, I wonder what game I was playing. I thought I was playing Battlefield. You look too suspicious. I don't trust you. So look at those mutations. Disgusting. Hopefully that helps. Isolation unites. The Ministry of Defense urges all citizens to disregard the false narratives from the West. The quarantine imposed on the cities of the Polish People Republic is the only effective solution in the fight against the spread of the virus until a vaccine becomes available. Restricting the access into and within our cities is essential to halt the migration of infected individuals who irresponsibly or unknowingly spread the disease. 1981 will forever be remembered as the great test of our people, a test of their endurance and loyalty. Health and Welfare Minister Jan Dabrowski declared, with him, the authorities of People's Poland assure. Sure. The isolation strengthens us during the cataclysm that has befallen our country. Hitting the wrong button. I do not trust thee. Sadly, I only had one of those, so. Bunch of them now. Oh, that's handy. Sometimes enemy corpses are placed in a way that reminds me of like old Nana, old Hannah horror shows where you knew instantly that a background element was about to do something because it becomes suspiciously drawn rather than painted. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Of course.
Such is our calling.
Non-combat relic module capable of turning into the be used to manipulate time oddities.
Relic module found. An emitter. It can be used to manipulate the oddities.
Hooray for bot. That is true. We're gonna make a bridge or something. Did I miss a thing? I need to get over there. I assume you're talking about the tram in Dead Space 1. Because I will stand by that. Like, I thought, here's the thing that happened. I thought for sure there was going to be a jump scare at some point on there. And I mean, I did turn out to be right, but what threw me off is the fact that, like, I wrote it over and over again, and I thought, you know, it'd be, like, really scripted. In that there's going to be a point in a chapter where you need to write it somewhere, and then there's going to be a jump scare. But it never came, and when the jump scare did come, it came when I was just going back to do, like, side quests and stuff. That's why it got me so good, because it wasn't, like, in a scripted manner, if that makes sense. Like, I thought it was gonna, like I said earlier, gonna be during a moment where I go back to do something. It was completely just random. That it can just happen by chance, and that's why it got me so good. I must have missed something with... Okay, so that was... So if I hold it, that would craft. Oh, I wasted a bullet. Did I freaking miss something here? Aim at the oddity core with left trigger and then hold. Oh, okay.
The predecessor, ND3500, reached. The anchor is intact. Well done. Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage. Target seeded. The predecessor was on a search for a target called Edvard Wisniewski. Calculating coordinates. Confirmed dive location in D3. The nearby housing project. You never reached him. I will carry on where you left off. The vocation continues.
It's funny because I'm generally not a fan of helmets that don't have like a clear like visor that you would actually look out of, but there is something about this one that, well, it's not like helmet design I would ever choose for like my own kind of armor. I do think it's pretty cool. It works for me. I think it helps that it fits like the overall aesthetic. Where's the thing to begin with, right? New public transport restrictions. Passengers without valid pass will be penalized. There's a limit of 5 passengers per carriage. Always keep a space of at least 2 empty seats between you. Use trams only as a last resort. Workers at the New Dawn steel plant with season tickets are required to show their work. Skate and ID card. I think, so like we know one of the characters that was being talked to had a birth year of like 1948. They did mention that the year 1981 as being like the year that humanity or Polish will have showed their resilience. So at the very least, we can assume a lot of this stuff went down in like late 1970s, early 1980s, depending on how long they kind of survived for, how long they managed for before it just got too bad. Man, I should have gone back and grabbed the thing. Can I not fight you? Can I just run? Is that cool? Hi. That worked out. Oh, music. Vision cutters and murder in C minor.
Interesting.
Thanks for your input, lady. Interesting. Just want to make sure I didn't miss any items. I think the reason I've been fighting them like for the most part is, well, either A, I had to, or B, there's only been like usually one at a time. The end of 1949 marked a new dawn for Poland, as the first municipal buildings were built for this envisioned city of the future. Here, the nation's best and brightest came together to construct this shining symbol of the triumph of socialism. At the heart of this vision was the construction of the largest industrial complex in the country, the New Dawn Steelworks, designed as a testament to human ambition and collective strength. The steelworks soon became the pride of the entire Polish nation. The builders of this monument project worked with unparalleled enthusiasm, forging a unique system of leadership that inspired all. These work leaders, driven by a sense of purpose and remarkable skill, became living examples of the ideal socialist man, dedicated, capable, and unyielding in their commitment to the collective. Among these heroes, one man stands above the rest. Roman Barkia. Barrieka? Barrieka. His exceptional achievements secured his place in history. On June 21st, 1950, Barkia and his team achieved the extraordinary, setting a record by laying an astonishing 19,000 bricks in a single day. Modern homes rose from the earth, attracting courageous young men and women from every corner of Poland. These pioneers came not only to build, but to live in a community crafted with care. Designed to meet every need of its citizens, New Dawn became more than a city. It was a bright beacon of hope where families could thrive and raise their children in the spirit of socialism. All this talk about socialism. Book swap suspended. I don't trust those. The whole concept of the underground station is regarded as one of the most ambitious urbanistic projects, not only in the Soviet Union, but in the entire world. The best Polish and Russian engineers have worked up a sweat for over 30 years to finally present the most advanced transport system in a new era. This one could say, this one could say, endless web of interconnected tunnels let the citizens of New Dawn transfer comfortably from one end of the city to another in less than 10 minutes. Thanks to a talented team of architects, the way to work is not a monumentous experience anymore. Not a momentous experience anymore. This whole station is a genuine art gallery. The rich ornaments and jaw-dropping mosaics decorating the walls turn the everyday journey into a deep cultural experience. Especially noteworthy are, however, the works of Antoni Sermon, his inspiring monumental sculpture of the best that social realism art has offered. I wonder if those enemies are just still down there. Dear Oloria. So some accidental American-Soviet weapon that went wrong. Tell Chrysia, I'm so glad all these names are, because this is Polish, so Poland, right? Tell Chrysia to go to Unity Hospital and ask them to give us some of their emergency resources. Beg them if you must. After all, we can't let those people go completely blind. Don't believe them if they say they don't have any. They must have some. I saw the big military trucks going in that direction yesterday. Must have been medical supplies, because what else? Maybe a miracle happened and the commies agreed to finally accept help from the Red Cross. Professor Munkia. Fuck. Yes, please give me more of these. I wish I could have more than one at a time, but it's not the case right now, at least. My inventory really... it is full. Wait, didn't it say that I can... sell this? Totally forgot to do that. Sorry, that's a stash. Save. That would cost both my things, though. Alright, I'm gonna be right back again. It's a washroom this time. Alright. And back. This is tough. I can't help but want to increase that to 2. Should we go with firepower? I'm like, part of me is like, and the thing with these kind of games always is like, there's that part of me that's like, do I wait for a new weapon to come along? Do I wait till I have like a shotgun or assault rifle or something a little more deadly to actually put, like, to have a few points stocked up and to be able to put into that? And I'm... Let's go ahead and grab a firepower. Anything so that prevents the temporal shell from perforation. Okay, so it's just a better heal. Go ahead and save again. Like, and just to go back to Dead Space for a second, what I love about... Actually, is it? It's 11:59, so my birthday's almost over. And now it's 12 a.m., so my birthday is officially over. It is... I've now been 27 for a full day. Let me double check. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything in here. I know I'm very old. An ancient, one might say. Hey guys. I'm so glad I noticed those. So, oh, wrong button. Okay. Not really worried about wasting them when I'm so close to a refill. The only thing that bugs me is I didn't realize that I could only get one from that. Like, since I upgraded, I thought I could grab 2 from it now, but it's actually no way, so that's unfortunate. You and me both. I've had some white hair since I was, even before I was 20. It's not super noticeable, and because I keep my hair really short, it's not something I think anyone's really ever noticed, but they are there. I do have me some white hairs. Permanent lockdown has been ordered. Any unauthorized attempts to leave the city will be severely punished. I've had this talk with a few friends that like that it's weird going through or like noticing, maybe it's just me, but kind of noticing how, you know, there was a point where like 95% of people I'd meet, specifically on the internet. So like when I was playing like online games and stuff, like let's say 97, 98% of people I would meet would be older than me, right? And this is going back to like when I was like 12. And how that felt like that would last, that lasted up to almost till like around I was maybe 20 or so. Maybe even a bit longer, but like then I start running into more and more cases where I'm running into people younger than me. It's like part of that realization that like, yeah, I'm not that young guy anymore. It's kind of like almost that weird feeling of like the next generation is growing up, or the next, even like the next group of my generation is at that point now where they're more online stuff, and it's just, I mean, part of it's just like also actually running to those people, right? I get you. The way his body kind of just shifted off to the side was kind of funny to me. I get where you're coming from. And to be fair, I have someone at my job that she's like in her early 30s, kind of getting more into her mid 30s. But she has like the energy and the personality of a kid. And she is a wonderful person. A container once used by the travelers to store energy, it can be exchanged for energy in the workstation. Valuables occupy inventory space. Oh, there's a train. I want to say, if anything, like maybe right around as we entered into the new decade of the 2020s, kind of feel like that's where I started to really notice that a lot of people I was meeting were younger than me. Whether they were still, I mean, well, they basically would have had to be in their teenage years, but just like if I think I just noticed that I was talking to more and more people that were still in like high school, or maybe had like even just graduated, you know. That's a ladder. I was like, what the hell is this thing? Here. We have that to sell. Okay, I really gotta figure out my inventory here. We're getting to that point where stash that. We'll just stash that for now. Unfortunately, I don't think I have an upgrade bit for inventory. Well, that's too bad. Okay, what is this? Weapon that fires many small, high temperature projectiles, all ideal in close quarters combat, deals increased damage and covers a wide area.
Another relic module found. The hammer.
The hammer.
It will help gain an advantage in close quarters.
I just find it weird that she needs, like, that they chose to have her narrate it, like, as the way she does, you know? Okay, I assume this is a shotgun type weapon? Yes. Only has 2 shots, or only holds 2 shots. Okay. I'm learning very quickly that inventory space is king. Because unlike, say, Dead Space, where weapons have your own slots, they do not. You know what? It's kind of like old school in a way, because I think it's like classic RE that like both your plot important items and like any valuables or anything would all be in your inventory, which meant you had to at times like ditch a weapon or ammo or something for a plot important item, plot progression item. And then like when RE4 came around, they had important plot progression items, and like valuables have their own separate storage. So the only thing you had to actually worry about in your storage was like ammo and the weapons, crafting materials. I mean, that's obviously the new RE4, not so much the old one, but healing items. That's a mood. This game is like anything, like your valuables and your weapons all in the inventory. I know I pointed out because Dead Space had your weapons, or I guess it was just the remake, I think, had your weapons be in their own slots, and did not take up inventory slots, if I recall. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just save it. Continue on. Because I'm mainly just worried about this inventory. If I find a upgrade node, it is immediately going into storage capacity, inventory capacity. Christmas tree. Yeah. The whole shoot off their limbs. It's very iconic. I don't think I read this. Spend Christmas with your relatives. Use the quarantine to spend quality time with your loved ones. Strong family is the foundation of socialism. They believed very strongly in socialism. I get the message. Am I misunderstanding? I thought I grabbed an upgrade that allowed me to have 2 of these.
Dive point in sight. The building is heavily affected by the anomaly.
second. I don't think I missed anything. Actually, I don't think I've been in here. That's why we double check. My children don't even come to talk to me through the door anymore. Before they would leave me some food, I don't mind though. I just hope they didn't end up in quarantine either. Rather they didn't. Maybe they just forgot about me. That would probably be better. I know it's not possible, but I would like to take them into my arms very much. Just that one? That one right there? That's a regular ass light. Sorry. You know, I've played enough games. Let me rephrase this. I've played a lot of games that I've had this like organic gross stuff that spreads around. One hand I'm used to it. On the other hand, it still freaks me the hell out. Doesn't fail to gross me out. Fucker. I'm not loaded, what the heck? That's unfortunate. I've used up all the explosive canisters around here, I'm assuming. Can it not be my calling anymore?
Entering Sector D3. Proceeding to the dive point.
I would say I'm vibing with it too. Can I, like... I know the answer is probably going to be no, but... Yep. It's a tough-ass lock. Wouldn't surprise me if that's a combat area. Like, I genuinely have no problem with games that are like mostly combat, or that have like just a majority walking around, you know? I am so fine with just absorbing the atmosphere of a game. Just living in it. Aha! You thought I was stupid. Sorry. I just, like, I had a feeling it was going to happen at some point. All those times of playing Dead Space taught me anything. Oh, what can I craft here? I guess it's piss ammo. Close until further notice. For last call deliveries, contact me at block 34. I'm guessing. I'm guessing I can get a key for there in apartment 29. I was so rudely interrupted. Those some nice shoes, man. Military order service reminds, keep your eyes open. Anarchists are sabotaging our brave people's republic in time of unrest. If you witness any of the following unlawful acts: vandalism against republic property, promotion of anti-republic slogans, playing aggressive music, general degradation, no, degeneration. Report them directly to your nearest military order station. You will be rewarded for any report leading to an arrest, and the perpetrator will be severely punished. I would like to save Cat. I'd like to open the way for Cat. Okay. Did I see everything that was over here, though? It kind of looked like there was a little bit more. Oh, hi. Hi, Husk. I'm surprised you're awake too. I thought for sure you were probably asleep by this point. Like when I started stream, I was like, oh, there's a decent chance Husk might drop by. He might be busy doing his own thing. Definitely did not think at this point in the night. I have no reason to engage him yet. Is there anything in this room he came out of? Okay, that does nothing. You know, I'd really like a safe place to go here right now. Fuck. I don't like this. At least you gave me more ammo. Nope. I do not have any healing items because they're in my stash. Just doing anything on another stream. Doing some moderating. You're gonna translate that for me, like sheep to the slaughter. Indeed. No. Don't do that. It's not allowed. That is highly illegal. Oh, I said you were doing some stream modding, or modding for stream. Oh, is it that I can craft 2 at a time now? Is that what it was? There's that sounds like fun. I hope it was a good time. Now you come here to watch me play spooky game at however early in the morning it is for you. Do not leave your home. Do not evacuate unless instructed. The quarantine is still in effect. Wait further instruction. Stay calm, stay alive. Stay safe, stay strong. Okay, look, we can go this way or the other way. Jesus. It's only 12:37 for me. No, not nearly as late. Report. Steps whole building, found nothing, no trace of the reported old lady. Unexplained hallowing behind garages. Might be ventilation. Police report. That's not disturbing at all. Wait, what is the point of this? What? What is the point of this design? I have to ask this. What is the point of this? Like a separate little room, but there's not a door in there. Okay, if I go walk. Oh boy.
Target resided in flat number 48. Moving up.
What was the apartment room 29 or something like that? Or a separate thing entirely. Quiet hours are not only a privilege but also an obligation of every building resident. They must be respected. And this in turn means that after 10 p.m. you are forbidden to use power tools or listen to music or whatever you call music. Yes, I mean you. Either you start respecting your neighbors or you will face my wrath. Superintendent. Ah, here we go. So we're gonna do it. Let's go ahead and get an upgrade in inventory. Fabricated mounted inventory slot. Yeah. We're gonna put one capacity in that. And we'll put one capacity in the shotgun. Wait, I haven't tried doing a charge shot with the shotgun. I am enjoying it enough. It's like, I suppose it probably doesn't help that I'm a little on the tired side, but Like, I'm enjoying it for its atmosphere, for sure. Okay, listen, I'm really curious. Like... Okay. I had to know. I'm having a decent amount of fun. It is... Okay, those will blow up on their own if I'm too close. Good to know. It is, as I saw in one thing, kind of got some Metro and Dead Space to it, which I think is a really neat combo. I don't mind the very slow pace of this game. If the atmosphere is good, which I do think it is here, I am fine with the slow pace. Combat has been fairly intense so far. I think just I'm still getting a hang of the combat.
Something is here.
I would prefer not to find out. Probably not the best thing to play before I go to sleep. Cool. Maybe. Everybody seems to avoid him now. But I'm sure the old Edward is still in there. The shy, kind, happy Edward I used to know. We had a good talk about the old days. He even smiled for a moment. Till the thoughts overtook him again. I don't think he knows how insane he sounds. Maybe if I keep checking up on him, I can help him. Maybe I can stop him from hurting someone. have to try to see if I can get that to... Because I would prefer not to keep shooting them. To waste my ammo, you know? It's not the most ideal thing. Okay, my bad. I was kind of hoping I could kill him without wasting ammo, but you know, that did not turn out how I would hope it would. It's literally just a mouse in the floor. Genuinely would like to know what makes this fall back over. Doesn't really seem like it should. See, you were afraid that your dad would go out of business because of this whole pandemic. You said that people don't do renovations in the face of disasters, and yet everyone needs tools, if only to board up windows and doors. Call the wholesaler and order more nails, hammers, saws, bolt cutters, and such will also come in handy. Some customers need to barricade themselves in somewhere. There will definitely be some who will try to get inside. I'm guessing the bolt cutters are in blue because we could use those for some of those locked doors we keep running into. Shouldn't have tried to run around it. floors need to a way to eat too.
The path was destroyed by the anomaly. The elevator downstairs must be the only way up.
Oh, you already read that. Fuck! That still got me, and I knew it was coming. It's weird how you can anticipate something so hard sometimes, and it still gets you. Like, I knew it was gonna happen.
The funeral's
That's all.
tomorrow. After that, I don't know. I guess I'll take that scholarship David was talking me into taking, and that will be it.
It's a long
Goodbye,
video,
New Dawn.
audio recording.
I'm off to become an accomplished scientist. Yay. Maybe that's for the better. I mean, maybe that way I can finally help someone. I've never been good at dealing with patients directly, and with anyone, for that matter. Maybe saving lives from my little lab in the hospital is my true destiny. Nobody knows. I don't know if we'll see each other again. Probably not, but if somehow you're listening to this, oh, so stupid.
Can I drop? Way to drop something? Unfortunately, it does not look like it. The reason it's frustrating is because that's shotgun ammo. I have no shotgun, or no ammo in my shotgun. So this is one of those cases where it's like, if you just, like, if the game could just have something where it lets me pick it up and it immediately loads it into the shotgun. I don't think I'm that far from the little safe space. Actually, you know what I can do? Just do this. Now I'll have an open spot. Just one of those like minor annoyances I wish like devs would consider. Especially if you're not going to allow players to just drop something. See, we already read that one.
I have located an elevator. It is locked.
I have located an elevator. What the fuck is an elevator? Sorry, that's just the way it comes off. Comes out. Let's see if I can run by you. Because I know there's explosive down here. A lot more of you down here than I thought there would be. That's unfortunate. Does that one not blow up? Am I dumb? It's a dead end. This is a dead end. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna run in here. There's two of you. You're a big boy. This is probably a game over. I can... That does not stop gameplay. And that's all I have for ammo. The thing is, I really don't have anywhere else to go. Like that I'll be safe in. There's some handgun ammo. Ring around the rosy. Ooh, shotgun ammo. One shot, but I have to do. Oh, it's dead, thank God. The bolt cutters!
Mission achieved.
Gonna have to craft this. Probably be a good idea for me to burn the body, but I don't really have a way to do that at this moment in time. Also, did that block? Oh yeah, no, it did block the way I came in from, so. I swear if they're just sitting right out front of that door. Oh, and guess what? The bolt cutters take up an inventory spot. Is that hitting the fucking branch? I know I'm like missing all my shots. It's great. Oh, hello. Okay, cool. That does work. The magical power of a door. I would really like to kill the enemies out there, but I just don't know if, like, there's a part of me that's also like, I hope they don't regenerate any health. Have I picked up anything for upgrading? No, of course not. I could upgrade that. I'm pretty sure I don't have ammo for it at the moment. I guess we're doing it because there's always a hope. I'm trying to think, did we... Because like all the bolted doors I can think of were out there.
Procedure successful.
Cell compromised. I have encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition. It may have something to do with the strong time oddity influence. I am retreating to the hub. If I fail, I shall try to terminate functioning in a place that is easy to reach. Fire. It was vulnerable to fire. Such is our calling.
Alrighty, Husk. Have a good sleep. I probably won't go for too much longer. I just would hate to... I'd hate to leave in such a bad... myself in such a bad spot, right? Oh, look at them. Like, I am in such a terrible spot, health-wise and resources, so... You have a good night. Probably wrap this up shortly. Go ahead and hit the save. I mean, I hate that I have to do it this way, but like, there's really not much other option for me here. Yeah, I kind of knew I was playing with fire there, literally. I'll be curious to see what it does. Yep. It's really unfortunate that I have to like do it this way, but it's kind of the only option that makes sense for me, and given my limited resources. One down. I'll probably hit the save, just so it's not like a complete redo every time. Oh, I didn't grab it. I'm a dummy. This is why I saved, though. I forgot to grab more fire. Don't rely on them. Trust me, game, I don't want to. Give me. I mean, this is something I could do off stream, but I kind of think I might continue, just because there's like a number of bolted doors that we ran into in the area, and I would really like to see what's in there. Kind of wish I went with burn duration instead, but I didn't really have a way of knowing that the game was, you know, gonna make it so that the dispensers still only allow you to carry one, and you have to craft them specifically to get to. Now I hit the door. Can you die already, please? Like, I'd really appreciate that. Like, how much fun do you think I'm having, going back and forth, back and forth? Finally. And there's still another one out there. Granted, I don't think it's the one that's as strong. Let me grab this thing first. Save again. Just because we know the enemy's dead now. I think there was a bolted door over there, I want to say. But I'm really worried that there's an enemy over there.
Not enough resources. To do that.
Time is up. Yeah, all these bodies are staying. I can only hope that further into the game there's maybe a better way to deal with them, because like, if I want to be very smart about this, right? The most effective way for me to deal with this is literally to keep going back and forth to grab fire, these things, torch, and literally just keep lighting them on fire. Like, keep burning the bodies so I know they can't be assimilated and make stronger enemy, right? But that's obviously like a lot of backtracking, a lot of running back and forth, back and forth. If you put it on a cooldown, that would be interesting. I just don't get limiting the dispenser to only being able to give you one. If you want two, you have to craft them. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Like, I suppose you really want to give value to crafting them, because you'll get two. Which is fair. It's still, a little frustrating. Okay, for a second I thought I could actually walk down that way. Really want to get rid of this because I'm terrified of what that could become. To be fair, I don't think the enemies could actually get in here and assimilate it, but I'd rather not take that chance. Again, this is where I apologize. It's just going to be a bit of back and forth because I'd like to give myself better odds. Because, yeah, having faced some of those enemies that have assimilated like 2, 3, they are tough. They take a lot more ammo, and it is a very cool concept. I don't think I've seen any other games that have done something like that. I just hope we get more effective ways to dispose of the body or something, because this is just a little impractical. And thank you. I don't feel like I really need to worry about the one in here. At the very least, this guy out here. Get rid of you. Okay, so I know there's two places on my mind. There's the one where we heard the cat, and then the garage door one. I think the one talking about the old, like the missing person or whatever. Thing is, regardless of which one I go in, I'm worried about running into any enemies, really. Hello, cat.
Another one. Hello, cat. Such is our calling.
Oh. Thank you. What does our database say? Hello. I want to go see what this opens up in the safe room. Do a lot of saving because I don't really want to think about losing a lot of progress. Have we gotten anything? We do have one core. How often am I going to be using this offensively, though? That's my only question. There's a part of me that's not too worried about reload speed at the moment because, like, I rarely have that much extra ammo to begin with. We'll do a resource limit. Alright, let's go find out what's the missing persons one. One that's just over here. Well, I thought there was gonna be more to it, but I guess not. Kind of curious. Read this. Was it Nick Wozdick? We got the voice recording for her, if I recall. You do have the camera to sell. We don't have anything in stash right now, right? Yeah, no. I have one. Well, I think that will be it for this stream. I think we've made a decent amount of progress. Obviously, I'm sure this is still probably really early game, you know. I would think that a game like this is probably pretty long. Because of how tired I am, it's a little hard to exact my thoughts for this. It is interesting though, and I'm having a decent amount of fun. I'm hoping that I don't run into too many situations like that where I feel like, you know, I'm just running back and forth to grab something and then kind of get myself out of a situation like that. And it's just like one of those things that happens in games like this where you get yourself in a spot where it's like you have very low ammo, you have no healing, you're low in health. It's, I don't know, it kind of makes me feel like, you know, maybe the game should respawn you at full health or throw you a bone or something in those scenarios. Because, like, needing to cheese your way out of it like that isn't ideal. I don't know. I don't know if this game has, like, maybe a revert to a further back save, because if you know, I, like, when I ran back outside that time after going in and, like, I just didn't realize that there was going to be so many new enemies, I probably would have tried to handle it differently if I knew that there was going to be so many extra enemies. Like, there was more than I thought there would be, so that definitely threw me off. But, yeah, just, it is one of those frustrating situations you get caught in a game like this. So, I guess that I'm still enjoying it, and I hope I don't get into too many situations like that. Part of it is always, like, just me failing to dodge attacks or mismanaging resources and whatnot. But there's also the fact that you can say, well, it, like, my first time playing this game, so I'm still getting used to the movement, the shooting, how enemies attack and whatnot. So there's just going to be some of that pain along the way. Anyway, thank you to all who stopped by and watched. It was indeed my birthday yesterday. I felt, with it being spooky month, this was a fun game. A game, I don't know if I could really say it was in my backlog. I mean, this game's not even a month old yet, but I knew I wanted to play it fairly early on. For spooky month, it seemed right. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, ciao for now, bye.